Anything can be a distraction. Social media, nature, friends, anything. And sorting through what's important can be a challenge. You don't have to struggle with neurodiversity to feel the stress of everyday life. And if you've seen my videos before, you've probably seen the bulletin board system I use to try and stay on top of things. I stress try. There are many unfinished projects in my life, and it's not for lack of trying. In fact, I didn't start getting things done until I was honest with myself about what I could actually get done. And the road there was long. The system I use is commonly referred to as the Eisenhower Matrix.
Our toil, resources, and livelihood are all involved. So is the very structure of our society.
I'm not making any presidential decisions, but I'm here to tell you that your challenges are just as significant as everyone else's. On a basic level, this system is about ranking what is important, doing what is, and bailing on what is not. You may already be using an app for this, and one of the things that people say is there's an app for that, but here's the thing. For me, I don't see something in front of me, I forget about it, plain and simple. If I don't see it, it doesn't exist. So I use this board. Now, I'm going to do this video in 3 sections. First section is tools, how I make my boards and cards. You can use post-it notes and a wall, a white wall. This is my system, and I like cork because I love that click when you put the pin into the board. So it's actually pretty simple to make one. Get an old picture frame. Cut a piece of cork to fit inside. Cover that cork with some fabric and attach it with 2-sided tape. The fabric is an aesthetic choice, you can just leave it bare. Then I cut a board for a firm backing. I attach it. I make a template as to where it's going to go on the wall. Drill the screws and mount that sucker. Done. I have a couple of these boards, and I usually take the cards from one board to another, whether it be home or work, etc. Now, get yourself some recipe cards and cut them in half. I write small because it saves paper. Now, section 2 is tasks. This is a key step because here is where you have to be realistic about what you need to get done. And if you're not, the board will tell you. My categories are to do, work, friends and family, home, personal, and research. Now let me show you what's on the cards. On the to-do card, I gotta find an accountant. I gotta book a flight. I gotta book a restaurant. And I gotta prep my taxes. All exciting things. For work, I gotta find a copywriter, gotta find an art director, do my expenses, write an article, post new work, and plan out an Instagram calendar. For friends and family, I have to write a letter to the school, joys of autism, book a dentist appointment, and track personal expenses. And for the homestead, I have to fix the tractor, install a basement door, finish the shed floors, and check the filters. For research, I want to know about wills, I want to know about using certain AI apps, I want to research some restaurants in New York City, and I want to research some restaurants outside of the GTA. And finally, personal stuff. I was asked to write an article, I have to cut down some longer videos, I got asked for a treatment for a TV show, I have to finish mending some shirts, finish tailoring my jacket, fix my sewing table, and restock my Etsy store. And I'll level with you right now. The stuff on this card gets done because I steal time or I sacrifice other things in my life. One of my problems with apps is that things are just kind of floating in the cloud, and it creates a form of anxiety. Seeing things makes it feel more manageable. Okay, section 3, prioritizing. The top section is urgent and important. The first card that goes up is to do, the stuff that has to get done. Next we have urgent but not important, and the card I'm putting here is friends and family. I will schedule these tasks. Next, we have not urgent, but important. Stuff I can hire for, delegate, or get help with. Some tasks have multiple steps, moving pieces, etc. And sometimes I break these down individually so that I can actually see what I can help with, or get started, or order, etc. Like the basement door, I can design and install that, but someone else has to fabricate it. And finally, the most depressing category of all, not important and not urgent. This one hurts because it is exactly what it sounds like. And even though what I'm doing right now in this video is important to me, guess what? If it doesn't pay the bills, it's not necessary. It's just a hobby that I like to share for my own mental health, full stop. So either I do it while the world is sleeping or not do something fun like watch a movie, etc. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's the realism of this system. And how it usually works is the top things get done in a couple of days, meaning I can move stuff up that I was going to schedule and now I can just do it. The chores can now be scheduled, and maybe, just maybe, those personal things and research will get moved up. But truth be told, they always get bumped for more work and more to-dos. The goal is, of course, to have a clean board. But if you are anything like me, you have an ongoing list of desires and distractions that will never end. Coming to terms with the fact that I couldn't chase every idea in my head was at first depressing, but then liberating. And look, you also have to be flexible too. I don't control the supply chain for tractor parts, and it's been sitting there for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, and it's driving me crazy. So I'm going to move stuff up on the board, and I'm going to focus on doing something. Again, thanks for watching, and I'm glad you are here, and I hope this system helps you. Please comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon, hopefully, with more videos.